JTMM.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy JTMM, aka Just 10 More Minutes, aka The Frickin' 10. I'm back with another reaction. Thanks to the amazing Ginger Army, I got another one. So this one is Who's Gonna Be the One? And this is the live version. So forgive me if this is the wrong one that I should have chose to watch. I've got the lyrics sitting over here. I got those up. I did not read them. I really had to fight myself not to look over there and read them. I just made sure that those were the right lyrics. Her storytelling is great. So again, guys, I want to thank y'all for the support. 2 videos, okay? So I started posting YouTube videos Thursday before last, right? So just not even 2 weeks. Not only did y'all help me jump up with 20 subscribers, but 2 videos just about 30 minutes ago went over 1,000 views. Say what? Okay. You don't understand the appreciation for that. To hear the feedback of you like the way I broke down the lyrics and thought about it, gave them a chance, right? I wasn't exactly nice on the first video. I wasn't hateful. I didn't hate it. But for those that stuck around, you know, you saw that I definitely admitted I was wrong. But the second video I was into, right? So now I'm really excited. This is Who's Gonna Be the One. This is the live version. So I'm going to do this one, and then there were a couple other requests I'm going to do. Really, the way I'm releasing right now is I'm doing a serious one. This is kind of my serious one. And then I release a second one during the second half of the day that's just a fun one. Yesterday it was Dad Bod by Brandon Hart. I think I'm going to do a scary one, Nuke's Top 5, that I really enjoy. So this will be my serious one for tomorrow, which would be the Tuesday video. And then I'll take a look at feedback and see which one to go with next. So with that being said, guys, let's switch it up. All right, I think we're good. We are good. All right, let's rock it. I'm down. All right, you're going to see me looking over here because I'm going to be actually looking at the lyrics just to make sure that I pick up everything and get the story. Ooh, nice opener. Nice bass line. So even before she starts singing, one of the things that I noticed, right? They're not overcomplicating their music, right? You're not hearing 6,000 different riffs that are going on, where each person's trying to impress everybody else, right? They're, you know, his beat on the drum is not, you know, one of these where he's just like banging 90 to nothing. I'm sure he's very capable of it, and it's still sounding amazing. But even this opener, I mean, that's just, it's good, simple music. And I don't mean simple in a bad way. It's just, it's what it should be to tell the story without overshadowing what's to come with the lyrics. I really like that. I'm really digging that so far. That look on his face. She's just awesome. I have so much respect for her. Okay, so who's going to remember what the sun is? Who's going to keep on counting? Here's another disease. Who's the one, who's the man, who's got the power to prolong for a second his final hour? Let me go back. God, her vocals. Okay, so I want to go over that one because she's telling a great story. Now I'm trying to figure out what it's about, so don't kill me in the comments yet. So, who will recognize his mother's face without the protective mask that she wears? If there's anyone who will find a reply to the question, what does the water taste like? Who's going to be the one who cares? Who's the daredevil to protest? Come on, you motherfucker. Step above the crowd, raise your fist in the air, and shout loud. Because that could be so many different things to so many different people, right? I mean, hell, this was, I want to say 2019, I think is at least when I think I saw this video was. Let me just hit escape real quick. Oh, even farther back, 2017. I mean, hell, this applies to COVID right now, right? I mean, this can apply when you talk about what does the water taste like. You could be in Detroit, Michigan. I think it was Detroit, where the water problem was. And they were having so many people getting sick from the water. So, I mean, damn. So I don't know exactly what she's talking about, but it applies to everything. And just the visualization, right? When you talk about, even going back to that opening verse, who's going to remember what the sun is? Who's going to keep on counting? Here's another disease. Who's the one, who's the man, who's got the power to prolong a second, his final hour? I mean, hell, that even gets into a zombie apocalypse, right? There's so many this applies to, but the visualization, especially who will recognize his mother's face without the protective mask that she wears. I mean, that in itself is powerful, especially when you think about the COVID situation, right? How many people have you seen walking around with a mask that you may have met and talked to? And at least where I live, you know, they've done away with the mask mandate. And there's probably people that I've walked by or talked to in stores, you know, that work there that I didn't talk to without a mask that I may not even recognize. That's just, and then what does the water taste like, right? With COVID, you lose taste and smell. That's just, that's eerie, but the visualizations on it is cool. Let me say, I love her style, right? I mean, she's a very beautiful woman, and I'm not saying that in some weird way, but she just has this presence about her, along with the storytelling, the skills, that just make her awesome. I mean, that's just the simplest way to put it, and that's not some weird, you know, creepy way. That's just what it is. She's cool as hell. All right, let's back this up just a tad. All right. Let me scroll down and get the rest of the lyrics. Okay. Okay, so even and I won't apologize for stopping because I'm a reaction video. Again, kind of like I said at the beginning, their riff in this is not overly complicated, but it's not overshadowing the story. God, you got to appreciate that. Sorry, you have to appreciate that from a musical standpoint. Love the way she gets into it. Okay. So I'm going to take back my comment about what it could be about. This actually, thinking about her being, I believe, from the Ukraine and everything that her country has gone through. At first, when she was talking about disease, right, I was thinking it was more about that, but then the water taste, and now she's talking about fight back with full force. I mean, to me, again, I don't know, but this to me sounds it's really about our homeland and the travesties that went through. And I don't know the full story of Ukraine. I just know a lot. There's been a lot of atrocities going on in that region, and I believe that's where she escaped from. If I remember correctly, somebody was telling me about that. I don't remember who it was. It may have been my buddy Will. That a lot of her music is about, her people fighting, and it didn't click at first until it said, "Fight back with full force. Pick up the weapon of your choice." Now, the Ginger Armor is gonna laugh at my next comment, and I fully accept it, guys. When she started singing the "Don't Step Aside, Fight Back with Full Force," and it was back in her non-growl voice, I was thinking to myself, she switched there. It's interesting. It would have almost been better to stay with the growl. I know. Don't kill me. This is coming from the guy that questioned the growl and then said, I don't know if it'd be in my regular playlist, but yeah, I would have almost preferred that in the growl instead of the switching back and forth right there. It still works. I mean, it's their music. I'm not one to question how they should have done it. Obviously, they've been successful, but that's just what my brain is telling me, is that switch throws it off a little bit. She makes it work, but just for a split second, that's the first thing I thought of, and I had to share that with y'all because I knew the Ginger Army would get me on that one. I had to share that with y'all. I've been indoctrinated. Yeah. All right, let's get back to it. I'm digging it. All right, let me make sure that I've got everything. You just scroll down a little bit more just to make sure. Okay, so, okay. Let me just make sure. Okay, I've got it right there. Just back it up just a tad. That's a nasty growl. Okay. I was watching her body. That was a nice pause, right? I'm watching her body. Watching her diaphragm and watching everything, kind of what I went back to in the first video. The training she put herself through. My God, the effortless way that she does that. By the way, and my apologies for maybe being tired and sounding. I'm still obviously fighting the cold, and I sound like Barry White. I spent almost probably 10 hours with a 2-year-old today, taking her to doctor's appointments. So I am just a tad bit tired, but I wanted to do this video for y'all because y'all have been amazing, and it fascinates me with the story. So I will apologize for that. It's no disrespect to anybody. All right, let's get back to it. I'm really he came in right as I paused it with a nice little guitar riff that I want to hear. It sounded very, very cool. Right there. Oh, that's nice. Whoa, 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 wait, whoa. Y'all suck. Y'all didn't warn me about this. What is this change up of styles? Oh, y'all holding out on me, Ginger Army. All right. All right. I see how y'all are. Y'all didn't warn me that she can switch styles too. That is a sick little riff. Wow. I was not expecting that. I'm actually, and I don't know if they do that on the regular version or if that was just something they did for live. I would assume that they do that on the normal, but all right. I'm I really like the lyrics, right? So, don't deny the past you live, don't neglect the future you have. And don't step aside. Don't you just step aside, right? Fight back full force. And going through these lyrics, right? She doesn't, so it's not as if she's really, once she goes to that kind of the first, right, of who's going to remember what the sun is, who's going to keep on counting, here's another disease, that first little verse, right? And then the second one, where she's talking about what does the water taste like and who's going to be the one that cares. When I see that, right, and then she kind of goes into this, I'm going to do it, I'm going to be the one. She doesn't tell any more of the story. and because she just goes back into the repetitive of don't step aside, fight back full force, pick up the weapon of your choice, and then don't deny the past you lived, don't neglect the future you have. What works about that is that while it's repetitive, because of what I believe the message is she's talking about with their homeland and the crisis that they have gone through, and I don't know if they still go through. I like I said earlier, I don't know what the situation in the state is over there. Um, and this was 2017, at least that performance was. But it actually works because when you're telling a story like this, you're getting that emotion out. So she set the scene, right? Of who's going to remember what the sun is, and what is what is this the water taste like in this, and who's going to be the one to stand up and fight back, and all of these things that she's saying, she gets her point across, right? She tells that part of the story. But the most important part of this is actually these closing lines. The first part sets it up. I'm actually thankful she didn't have a quote third verse to it, because she repeats the don't step aside, fight back full force, don't step aside, don't you step aside. It's that repetitiveness to get back to her people of don't step aside, right? And kind of ingraining that into their head to not take the shit that they're going through. That fits so well without having to come back and try to paint another picture to close it out. She's just straight up saying, don't step aside. Another banger. I really, this one so far, I'll say is my favorite. The Perennial was great. Perennial told a really good visual story of the flower and people that are dealing with things. But this one just has this humanity to it, I guess you could say, of trying to change humanity in a situation. At least, again, that's how I'm interpreting it. I could be about anything, really. I mean, it's her interpretation of things. But to me, when she's saying that, man, that's awesome. Y'all didn't steer me wrong again. Y'all did not steer me wrong. So I really hope you like the breakdown and how I went through it. I'm going to continue to do Ginger. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying seeing the story she's telling. And y'all will give me grief. I'm ready for it. I'm so ready tomorrow because I'm actually wanting the reactions to my comment earlier about the growl and actually preferring it to that for this song, right? I love her. Don't get me wrong. I love her non-growl voice. It had its effectiveness. I got it. The part at the end was just freaking amazing with it. But that little switch threw me off where I was like, oh yeah, no, do that in the growl. So yes, I fully expect to get y'all getting me on that one, and I gladly accept it. It's been awesome, guys. I will be doing more Ginger, so please, I will go back through the comments. I didn't get everything written down in my file that I normally do to say, hey, I'm going to go do this video next. So I'm going to go back through the comments, put those songs down, and then I'll start going through them for the rest of the week on this content. Also, someone said Nightwish. I've seen reactors reacting to them, especially on some live reactions. So since y'all are recommending that, a couple of y'all recommended them, I'm definitely going to do that. I don't know that I'm going to do live reactions yet, but I'm definitely going to watch probably a couple. But at some point, I really would love to do a live reaction, whether it's here on YouTube or on Twitch or wherever, whatever's more convenient for everybody, to really interact and get to know y'all better. Because, like I said, the support you've shown me has been amazing. and I want to get to know y'all. I mean, y'all are amazing people. The support you've shown has been phenomenal. It's kind of validated, I guess you could say, for me. I did streaming with gaming on Twitch, and as I started watching some of these reactors, I kind of knew the value I brought in from a lyrical breakdown, because that's what I look for. Not just the beat, but taking it to the next level. So to get the reactions that I got, kind of validated for me, and that meant the world to me, just on a personal note. So I love y'all for that. So guys, I appreciate it. If you liked the video, you know what to do, guys. Y'all have done an amazing job of it so far. Like, subscribe, and share. I will be back with more Ginger this week. Also, probably some Nightwish. I'm going to head off and do some scary filming for Nuke's Top 5. It's not going to be as popular as this one, because y'all are amazing. But I still really enjoy doing those. So I'm going to go do that. I really appreciate it, guys. Always remember, if someone asks you to stop what you're doing, don't ask for one. Don't ask for two. And I'm going to have to get Tatiana to come after you if you ask for 5 minutes. And let her scare the hell out of you with their growl, because it's awesome. If someone asks you to stop what you're doing, always ask for just 10 more minutes. I'll see y'all next time, guys. Love y'all. I'm out.
JTMM.